Hey everyone, it's Laura from ouroilyhouse.com, and today I just want to talk about how to use essential oils. There are three main ways to use essential oils, and that would be aromatically, which you would do through a diffuser. You can take essential oils internally if you have high quality essential oils and you know how your essential oils are tested and sourced, which we'll talk more about that here in a minute. And you can use essential oils topically. The first way I want to talk about is aromatic use, because that's probably the most popular way. People start using essential oils a lot of times just because they smell good. And then when they start just diffusing them in their homes to make their home smell nice, they realize they're getting aromatherapy benefits and that they are affecting their mood and their health. And that's how people start noticing the differences with essential oils. So the first, like I said, is aromatic use, and this is a diffuser. To use a diffuser, if you open it up, most likely your diffuser is going to have a fill line, and this one has this little red mark right here, and you put the water up to the fill line and then you add in your essential oils. Now for a diffuser this size, you're going to use about 4 to 6 drops of essential oils. If you have a larger diffuser, or if you're trying to diffuse in a larger room in your home, you may want to add more essential oils. I have a chart in the description below that kind of shows you the amount of oils you need to use depending on the size of your diffuser. Diffusers dispense tiny essential oil molecules into the air, and as you inhale them and they go into the air of your home, they are cleansing and purifying, and they are starting to work for your body. So a diffuser is a great way to get essential oils into your body. Now, if you don't have a diffuser, you can still use your oils aromatically by just using your hands. So for example, let me take I'll do lemon, because I like to use my lemon in the afternoons, especially when I'm kind of tired, because it's a really good uplifting, energizing oil. But you can just put a couple drops of lemon into the palm of your hand, rub them together, and then cuff them over the nose. And when you do that, you are getting the aromatic benefits of lemon essential oil. And you can even put in a couple different drops of oils into your hands. So if you're dealing with maybe some congestion and you're a little bit stuffed up, you can do lemon with some peppermint. And the two of those together, when you breathe them in, are really going to help open up those sinuses and promote healthy breathing. Now, a little trick that I do after I'm done inhaling my oil, I will just simply take my hands and rub the extra oils onto the back of my neck, just so I'm not wasting any oils, and that's a good place to apply oils topically anyway. I also get a lot of questions about, is it okay to mix any essential oil together when you're diffusing? And yes, you can mix any oil you want together in your diffuser. This can be with preference of what you like the smell the best and really what oils work best for you. There isn't any that you're going to mix together and they're going to form some chemical reaction and blow up or anything like that. So you can mix any oils you want in your diffuser, because believe it or not, I get that question all the time. The next way to use your essential oils is topically. So I have here some fractionated coconut oil and a couple roller bottles, and that's because using roller bottles are my favorite way to use essential oils topically. Now, there are some essential oils known as neat oils that are okay to apply directly onto your skin. So an example of that would be a lavender essential oil, and for me, I still always like to suggest to dilute your oils just to be on the safe side. So especially if you're using oils on a child, a person that has maybe sensitive skin, or the elderly, you should dilute. And any time that you're in doubt, just dilute. Because when you dilute your essential oils, that does not mean that they're going to work less effectively. In fact, when you add in a carrier oil, that can help the oil to dry further into the skin. It's just going to make it a little bit safer for you. So that is up to you as well. If it is an oil that is considered a neat oil, which I have put like a lavender on me before when I've burnt my skin, I put lavender straight on there and it was totally fine. So anytime that I'm in the kitchen and accidentally get a burn, I'll just drop some lavender on there. There's been a few times that I've used essential oils just straight out of the bottle, but as a rule, I like to suggest diluting. So I want to talk about roller bottles, because roller bottles are the easiest way to dilute your essential oils and then to apply them, especially if you have young kids like I do, because kids are always wiggly and moving around. And this just makes it easy to roll this onto like the bottoms of their feet or down their spine, rather than trying to take a bottle of oil and like follow them around and drop it on them and waste your oils. Roller bottles usually have tops that pop off. I've never seen any that weren't really like this. And when you pop the top off, you can just add in your essential oils first and then top it off with a carrier oil. My favorite carrier oil to use is just a fractionated coconut oil. And a fractionated coconut oil just means it's a coconut oil that stays liquid. Regular coconut solidifies under 76 degrees. So obviously if you're using just regular coconut oil and it got cooler in your house, then your roller bottle wouldn't work because it would be a solid. So that's why we use fractionated coconut oil. You can also use any other vegetable-based oil. It works as well too. So let's see, if you're going to be making a roller bottle, like I said, you first add in your essential oils and you add about, for an adult, I do anywhere from 15 to 30 drops of essential oil into a roller bottle. I cut that in half for a child, and I actually have a dilution chart down in the description or on the blog as well if you want to see that. And then you just top it off with your carrier oil, and then you pop your top back on, give it a shake, and this is going to be ready for use. You can apply essential oils right onto the area of concern. So if you are dealing with tension in the forehead, you can take your roller bottle and rub it onto the temples, across your forehead, maybe down the back of your neck. If you are dealing with some like digestive issues, you can apply your roller bottle straight onto your stomach. If you have discomfort in your back, you can apply it right onto your back. But if you're just trying to boost the immune system or maybe assist the mood, the best place to apply your essential oils would be onto your pulse points, onto the bottoms of your feet, down your spine is a great place to apply them. You want to be sure to avoid inside of your ears and in the eyes. So if you are applying essential oils on the forehead, be sure to not get too close to your eyes, because certain oils like a peppermint or eucalyptus can burn the eyes if it gets too close. So we want to be sure to stay away from ears and eyes. The third way to use your essential oils is internally. Now, this is a subject that gets a lot of different opinions on it. And if you Google taking essential oils internally, you're going to hear a lot of different things. Now, in my personal opinion, now, of course, you want to use your own judgment, maybe speak with your healthcare provider to be sure on this. But in my personal opinion, if you are using an essential oil that is high quality, you are very sure of where that essential oil is coming from, and you know what is inside of your bottle, then I do think that it can be safe to use essential oils internally if you're diluting them correctly and using the right amounts. Essential oils are not regulated by the FDA. And so whenever you go and buy an essential oil and it says 100% pure lemon essential oil, it might not actually be that inside of your bottle. So you really have to be careful with knowing how your essential oil is tested. And it's really important to know where your essential oils are sourced from. I use doTERRA essential oils, and every single bottle of doTERRA essential oil goes through 8 different testing, and it's all tested through a third-party independent lab, and they're very open and transparent about these test results, and you can actually view them all online by typing in this little number here on the bottom of your bottle. So you need to be sure before you start ingesting your essential oils that you know the brand and you trust it and you know exactly what's inside of your bottle, because this is kind of has to be your own research since the FDA does not regulate it. Okay. That's my spiel there on internal use. I have a whole video on that, which I'll link down in the description if you want more information. If you feel comfortable taking your essential oils internally, there's a few different ways you can do this. And my favorite way is just by making my own pills with a veggie capsule. So these are just empty veggie capsules that you can find online. I get them on Amazon, and you can just drop your essential oil that you're wanting to take internally straight into your veggie capsule. Now, I like to add in just about 1 to 3 drops of essential oil, and this is a great method to use if you're using an essential oil that you don't necessarily like the taste of. And then you're just going to swallow this just like you would a regular pill. Now, if you want to make these pills ahead of time, like let's say you aren't feeling your best and you want to make some essential oil pills to take to work with you, then you can add a carrier oil with it, like an olive oil or an avocado oil, and that's going to help the veggie capsule not to just disintegrate. So you can do that if you are making them ahead of time. The next way to use your essential oils internally is just by dropping them into your water. This is my favorite way to use some of my citrus oils. So I like to add in lemon or wild orange, tangerine, lime. All of those oils are delicious. You can just add in 1 drop of essential oil to about 4 ounces of water. You can add more if you like it a little bit stronger, but these do go a long way, so you'll taste it with just 1 drop. And all of your citrus essential oils are really good at doing a gentle, natural detox to the body. So I like to add a citrus oil into my water just a few times throughout the day just to help my body to detoxify and be cleansed. Okay, you can also take your oils internally by just dropping them straight under your tongue. And this is my favorite way to take my frankincense and my copaiba. I like to do this daily. And whenever you drop it under your tongue, it's best to hold it there for about 30 seconds so it can really enter into the body and get into the bloodstream, and then just swallow it like normal. That's a great way to use your essential oils internally, especially if you're being lazy like me. A lot of times I don't really want to mess with making my capsules, or if I don't have my water handy, I'll just run by my box, grab my oil, drop it under my tongue, and it's a done deal. So essential oils can be taken internally that way as well. Now, when I do that, I usually do, again, about 1 to 3 drops total under my tongue. Now, little fair warning, there are a few essential oils that are hotter oils. For example, oregano is a hot oil, and that's not one that you're gonna want to drop straight under your tongue because it can burn. Same way as putting it on topically, you're going to want to dilute this one first. So if you ever get an essential oil on your skin or in your mouth that is a hotter oil on accident, you can just go straight to a carrier oil like your coconut oil and just apply that onto the skin, and it'll immediately take away that burning feel, just for reference in case something like that ever does happen. A few other ways that you can use your oils. I have a little spray bottle here, and I like to use my spray bottle to make little mist. You can make body mist just for like a natural perfume. You can use these to make, maybe add in some lavender and some nice calming oils to kind of mist your bed before bedtime. So I like to use these sprays as well. And then on here before, I've talked about cleaning with essential oils. So I like to use kind of a spray bottle like this, and I add in some lemon, a little bit of vinegar, Melaleuca is great. And I use a spray bottle like this just to make like all-purpose sprays, floor sprays, stuff that replaces Windex, things like that. So you can use your oils for cleaning as well. That's another main way that I like to use my oils here in my house. So I hope this was kind of helpful to give you a little bit of a rundown on just using essential oils. And I just finished making an ebook with a quick guide on how to use essential oils. So if you want to grab that, there's a link for that down in the description below. And if you're looking for more essential oil education, I also have a link to my free online class. And if this is your first time by my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I get out new videos every single week on essential oil education, DIY recipes, and natural remedies for your home, health, and body. Thank you so much for stopping by our oily house.